So tell me about your high school career.
I went to school here.
Okay.
Dr. McCarthy was a math teacher at the time, and she was my pom coach.
Okay.
So we got to have a lot of fun with her. I know she caught us doing numerous silly things, and
Okay.
as an adult, maybe I regret that. But I loved going through here. I was in honors, and I did NHS, and I was a yearbook editor, and I thought it was a great place to be.
Cool. So you're in Palms?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
I did, freshman and sophomore year, and then
Oh.
I quit junior and senior year to do yearbook because they kind of conflicted.
Okay. As a teacher, you see the school at its core every day. How would you say it's changed since you were a student?
I think students have a lot more adult issues now.
Okay.
We did not worry about our family's finances or providing money for the family, where we were going to eat. Like, that wasn't a big deal. But I know a lot of kids are in rough situations at home, and they have to do adult things like pay their bills for their parents. So I think that's a little bit different than it
Okay.
was.
Has the school system or anything about it changed?
We don't have detention anymore. When I went here, we had after-school detentions and we had Saturday detentions. And I know the big thing for us was avoiding the Saturday detentions because our parents would be mad because they had to bring us here.
Right. This is breakfast club.
Yeah, it was a little bit rough. So I've never personally had a detention, but I know that my brother had some experience with it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, the way we punish is definitely different. Taking kids out of an academic class to serve an ISS versus taking their own personal time after school, it's a little bit different.
So would you say that it improved or declined in the system?
I haven't looked at the data to see like how reoccurring it was, like how many times kids landed in detention versus how many times they land in ISS. But I think personally, I like the idea of taking their time rather than taking the academic.
Was it the elements of Joliet West that inspired you to be a teacher?
I will say that I always enjoyed school. I loved being a student, and I just finished another 5 classes online. I love learning, so I think that really played a role because I think all teachers are basically excited every August to get new school supplies.
Okay.
We love the new pens.
Yes. How would you say Joliet West, both past and present, inspires students for their jobs?
I think that those students who have become teachers, I think they like the feeling of community we have here, the feeling that they can come into a classroom and get help with something even if you're not their teacher that year. You know how my kids always come back. I think they like that feeling. So I think hopefully that inspires some of them because we have a lot of graduates.
How does it feel to work for the same school that you graduated from?
It's a little bit easier now that I'm 14 years into it. It was really hard when I started at 23 and my teachers were still here. A lot of my teachers have retired, so I feel more like an adult now.
You still felt like you're the student?
Yeah, it's a little bit better now
Okay.
because most of the people who taught me are gone.
Do you still have that same school pride?
Absolutely. I was really upset to come back and be a Steelman because I was the last graduating class of Tigers.
Okay.
So I was kind of upset to be a Steelman, and since we've gone back to Tigers, I've gotten rid of everything I own that says Steelman.
How was that? How was to be the last class of Tigers?
It was good. I think we have a lot of school pride in being that last set of Tigers, and I think that the switch, you can't have the same school spirit when it's not yours.
Right. Did your class know that it was eventually?
Yep, they started phasing it out.
Okay. What was the feeling of the class?
We were sad. I know I still have my friend Dion from high school, and we've talked about it. You can't build any kind of pride in your school when you're not at your school for those athletic events and those type of things. There's no sense of this is it and we work for this school, because you really don't.
Now, I've noticed that, especially right now, there's not much school pride. The kids, they don't just get rallied up. You know, you go to events and kids have more fun during the silly games that they do and not for the introduction of the players. Was it the same way back then? Or?
I don't think it really was. We enjoyed being here. I mean, we really, we just got together, a group of us, about 30 of us got together, and we were talking about it. We liked being together and being here. I don't know that kids themselves, I don't know if it's because we come from so many different neighborhoods, I don't know that they're as close.
Okay.
I don't think they hang out as much.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Is there anything you regret from your high school career? Anything you wish you did or wish you didn't do?
Not really, because I did the NHS and the yearbook, and I did the POMs for the athletics, so I got to do a lot. I guess the one thing I wish I maybe would have realized is that you don't have to join every single club, because maybe nobody asked you about it after high school, so you don't have to kill yourself for that.
So you're very involved.
I was,
with
and
your-
maybe I could have enjoyed what I really wanted to a little more if I wasn't so busy doing like the checklist. I've got a club, I've got this, I've got this.
So what was the environment of someone who was really involved? Because now we kind of put them on a pedestal.
We only had one class of honors kids.
Really?
We had, yeah, and us 30 children went from one class to another
Really?
because we were it.
Okay.
So it was even, I know you were in honors, it was even smaller than that environment.
Okay.
So I guess maybe we enjoyed it so much because we were really secure in our group.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't have to really deal with kids in other classes. Like none of us had lunches, we all did journalism.
Okay. So, because now there's there's different types of honors.
Right.
There's different math classes that you
And we
can
didn't have AP versus this versus that. I mean, it was, our honors were 30 little kids that just went doink, doink, doink all around us.
take. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So how would you say, is it beneficial now to have the different types of honors? Or?
I think it is to a certain degree because not everybody felt they fit into that small group. So I think it gives kids more of a chance to maybe bond and meet people that they would get along with. Opens that door a little more.
When you see and interact with high school students today, does it remind you of you and your experience?
For the honors kids, some of them, yes.
Okay.
Some of them, no. Honors are a little different than it was, because it's not just 30 kids, it's 90, I think, for junior year. But some of them, absolutely. You see the kids who are trying so hard to get everything in and every minute, and they're here till 9 o'clock every night, and you just want to say, you know what, slow down and enjoy it. 'Cause nobody's going to say, did you do this? But you want them to pursue the things they enjoy. It's different when they're passionate about it versus they're doing it to put on a
Just
resume.
to do it, yeah. So high school students, they're always looking to the future. Because I can't wait to get to college.
Yep.
I can't wait to be 21. They're always wanting to be older.
Oh, yeah.
Do you find yourself reminiscing in your high school experience often, or?
A little bit. You see the kids and the things that they're so stressed about, and you want to say, I know it feels huge to you right now,
Right.
but trust me, at 37, it's give yourself a break. It's not that big of a deal because they get so stressed, and it's like, this will not impact anything.
Right.
So you wish you could give them some perspective, maybe.
What was your favorite memory of high school?
We had a prom sleepover at Dr. McCarthy's house.
Really?
Yes, and this was back when you could have sleepovers, everything was fine, and we thought we were being slick and we were going to climb out the window of her basement. Her
Okay.
husband is a police officer and he came home. He caught us with a big light. We didn't even get out of the front yard. That explains why honors kids just aren't criminals. We're just not that good at it.
You just don't have the spirit.
We don't know. We didn't even get out of the front yard, but it was a good try.
Okay.
It was a good try. That was probably the funniest moment because who would have thought I'd come back and work for her?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to debate the whole time you're interviewing. Does she remember every stupid thing you did?
Right.
But I mean, we never truly got like in trouble.
Has she brought it up ever?
Oh yeah, she's
Okay.
laughed about it.
Okay.
She's laughed about that, and I used to have a fixation with doing my